Let's get some stuff set up here. One sec here. We're gonna get set up. I gotta start an ad so that we can do this ad free on Twitch for a bit. So we'll throw this up while you guys are looking at that, and I'll get set up here.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. It's far beyond a star, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet beyond the shore,
All right. Where are we? We're here. Huh.
Oh, life could be a dream if I could take you.
Oh, okay. Wasn't sure what was going on there. All right. So let's go here. This has nothing to do with what we're working on today. That's the button I was looking for. Okay, cool. So the first thing I gotta do here, so I'm gonna upgrade my Godot to the latest version. This is 4.4.1. And the one I have installed, let's see, is 4.3. So I'm going to close that, and I'm going to rename my current Godot to Godot 4.3. And we're going to install my downloads Godot. All right. Now we're on the latest version of Godot. So, yes, this is cool. So we're going to create a new project. All right. Create a new folder called Godot. And we'll make it in here, and this will be called Treasure Hunter. Treasure Hunter? What the heck did I call it on the other one? Let's go back. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. LDTK Treasure Hunter. We'll give it the same name for consistency. We'll do mobile here. And this is fine. If I go like this, yeah, it selects the whole thing. Can I? If I split these on two different screens. Oh, shnikes. So I just want to do a screen grab of that. Oh, that is beautiful. I tricked it into only grabbing that one window. Okay, cool. So that's fine. We're going to hit create. Bum, 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 bum. Brand new Godot, baby. Okay, so then the first thing we gotta do is get the importer. I started writing this, as you can see. Let's also rename this. Rename. Create new Godot project. Let's rename this. Project settings. Project menu settings. So we're going to try following this example that I popped out over here and see if this works. So now we'll go into Godot. Ah. So it's not going to work exactly, right? So what we're actually going to do here, create new add-ons folder. If it does not exist, well, and clone. Maybe we don't have to clone it. So if we clone it, right, what we're going to end up doing is creating a sub-repository. I've heard a lot of bad things about this. Let's just take a quick look into sub-repository git submodules. That's what it's called. Let's see what this guy has to say about submodules.
So today we'll be talking about Git submodules, why
Oh my
you should
god,
use them,
30-minute
and
video.
how to
Sorry, dude.
use them.
I don't have 30 minutes.
Git submodules allow you to keep a Git repository as a subdirectory of another Git repository. This lets you clone another repository into your project and keep your commits separate. Let's get started by creating two GitHub repositories. Let's use module A name for the main project and module B for the Git submodule. Now let's go ahead and clone our module A. Let's start by adding module B Git repository as a submodule of the module A repository. To add a new submodule, you use the git submodule add command with the absolute or relative URL of the project you would like to start tracking. If you run git status at this point, you'll notice a few things. First, you should notice the new git module file. This is a configuration file that stores the mapping between the project's URL and the local subdirectory of your git submodule. The other item in git status output is the project folder entry. If you run git diff right now, you will see something interesting. Module B is a subdirectory in your working directory, but git sees it's a submodule and doesn't track its content when you're not in that directory. Instead, git sees it as a particular commit from that repository.
How's it today? Yeah, what's going on, Judo Hippo?
160,000 mod for the module B entry.
Going
all
alright?
Special mod in Git that means you're recording a commit as a directory entry rather than a subdirectory or a file. Finally, push these changes.
Got my drink all over my face.
Now let me show you how to clone a project properly if it contains Git submodules. To do that, let's delete the local module A repo. When you clone such a project, by default you get the directories that contain submodules, but none of the files within them yet. You must run git submodule update with init and recursive flags to initialize your local configuration file and fetch
I don't think
all
I
the
want
data
fuck
from the
submodules.
project
That's
and
why.
install the appropriate code. Now you can see that we have a readme file in our
That's
project.
literally what I'm looking at right now.
Another way to do this
I'm
is
like-
a little simpler. You can pass recursive submodules to the git clone command.
I'm like, do I recommend people to clone the repository? Or maybe we just do like a, what's it called? Like a shallow checkout? Because I think submodule is going to be
The simplest
too
model for
complicated.
submodules in a project will be if you
And I don't
use
think I
simple
want to
console
recommend
as a
this to
project
people.
and order to get updates
Especially
from
if
time to
most of the
time,
people
but not
watching me.
actually modifying anything
I mean, I
in
don't
the
know.
submodule.
But there's
Let's
probably going to be a
consider
lot of
simple
people
example.
watching me
Let's
that
make a
don't know
change in
anything
our
about
module
Git.
B, which we use in our main project as a Git submodule.
I don't think I want to do clone. Let's take a look. So I put clone here. I don't think we want to clone. I mean, I think we can do clone. Let's hold on. Let's go here. And man, git clone. Well, actually, I'll Google this. It'll probably be easier. Git clone specific tag only. Clone is pretty normal. Yeah. So in other words, I'm making this guide, right? Like how should we trying to figure out how we should add this guy's code. So obviously the easiest thing is to go into the releases and grab the zip file. La-di-da. Which I could also do. It might be the better way to do it. Not even clone it, but like do a wget or a curl of the specific release that we're working with. Does Godot have a package system? I don't know if it's considered a package system. It has this like add-ons thing. It's not really a package system though. Like you can't really, there's no like central repository that I know of. I mean, kind of like, I know like Unity has one, right? Where you just go in to Unity and you just go to the package system and you can install through there. It's kind of manual. So like the way he recommends going in is he recommends going in through here and just downloading the file. Actually, don't even, where is the file? I hate like GitHub files. I don't know why. The UI for this is just terrible to me. Like we could grab this with a zip file. What is that copy actually? I mean, might be able to just do this. Might be easier than cloning, right? But what I was gonna say is like how to clone a specific tag, depth 1, right? But then git clone, if I'm already inside a git work tree, I don't know what that's gonna do, right? I think if we add it, it basically creates a submodule anyways, right? So that's fine. Oh yeah, well, that won't be happy. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna, I guess, do a curl or something. And leave it at that. So let's go here. Let's change these instructions. I'm not gonna do git clone. I can also make this font a little bit bigger. What I'm working on now, in case you're wondering, we're gonna do some game dev stuff, but I'm also working on the videos for my YouTube channel for the rest of this course. Is the plugin compiled or source? I'm pretty sure the plugin is just code. That's why I also don't understand what's the difference between the source code and the actual importer. But these are all good questions. I'm actually maybe gonna figure that out also. I think it's probably safer to do... well, if they're using the command line, they're probably not on Windows, right? So if they're on the command line, we'll just use the gzip, right? So let's go here. So I'm following my instructions, make dir add-ons, and then oops. Right. Yeah, let's not do this. And then instead of clone the latest, grab the latest version of the importer. Time of writing, that's 2.0.1. And we'll change this to a curl. Was it curl minus O? Hold on. No. Copy the link. I want to make a package manager for Godot, and I don't even use it. So what game engine do you use? Out of curiosity, I've actually been spending the last maybe half a year learning Godot because people were asking for videos on how to use this LDTK app editor with Godot. You use Unity at work? Oh, that's cool. You work at like not a big company necessarily, but you work at a company with like a bunch of people. How do you feel about Unity? Like using it every day? I put music on, but I don't want to get hit with copyright stuff and muting. So on my YouTube live stream, so I'm gonna turn it off for you guys. Yeah, one of the Ubisoft mobile studios. Oh, cool. Like, so I have one friend who's been using Unity for his full-time job. I'm not really I guess I am now technically a full-time game dev, but I've never worked at a game dev company, like an actual studio or anything like that. But one of my friends was working at one, and it was like a really small thing, and he just kind of, he's maybe one of the only guys there, and he complains about Unity all the time. I like Unity. They got some shitty business practices, but the engine is solid. Yeah. Yeah, I was doing, it's funny because I did Godot for a bit. I've been focusing mostly on Godot for the last 6 months. I'm making a game. I'm making 2 games right now. I'm going kind of back and forth between one game that I'm doing in Unity and one game I'm doing in Godot. And the engines do some things differently. And one of the things that I'm finding is like when I switch back and forth, I really like the advantages of like both engines. You know what I mean? Check out Rainbow Six Mobile. Oh, that's cool. Rainbow Six. That's pretty cool, actually. I remember playing the original Rainbow Six. But yeah, like after using Godot for a while and then going back into Unity the other day to do some stuff, I was like, oh wow, Unity's pretty solid. Yeah, that's Unity? Okay, cool. Okay, so we're gonna try to, what is it, curl minus O? That's it. But it's a shitty file name. So we're gonna curl this and minus O LDTK importer 2.0.1 .tar.gz and tar. I can never remember if I remember there was like a big thing whether you should have the dash there or not, and I don't remember what the hell the difference is. Oh. Well, for one thing, nothing happened from the looks of it. From the other thing, yeah, 0 bytes. Oh, it's got some like anti-leech thing on it, maybe? The other thing is I forgot to go in here. Yeah, GitHub might not like me doing this. Oops. Yeah. I wonder if that is possible. Massive team, a few hundred at least. Curl minus O. Yeah, no, it's the right curl command, but I think GitHub might be blocking curl. Curl GitHub download. I mean, wget could work. Oh, minus L. That's why. That makes sense. It's probably a redirect. There we go. Tar xvjf. Wait, J xvzf. Cool. Oh. Right, that's how this works. Oops. It's just like spits a whole bunch of crap out. We don't need all of this, obviously. We just need this stuff in add-ons. So what do I want to actually recommend here then? So maybe cloning is not a bad idea in that case. Make a bash script? I could. That's a little bit over the top. This is just for like a quick video, like quick videos that I'm doing. So if you're curious, youtube.com/@smallindie, one word. So I'm also live here, but I'm trying this multi-streaming thing for now, which I'm not sure if I like. But yeah, I'm like making these like really small. They're kind of fast-paced, small video courses for game dev stuff. I am also very new to this, so I don't know if I should really be teaching this stuff, but but in teaching it, I do learn quite a bit. So, but if you're curious, you can check this out. I just started the channel like last summer. It's been almost a year since I started this. It's been 5 months since my last video. Ooh. But I got more videos coming out today, actually. There'll be another couple videos this week and next week. So what I'm doing right now is I'm working on like a guide for how to do this. I think we'll just scrap this and yes. Okay. So that's fine. We can go here. My original thing in my guide was for them to do this. Before we do this, clone it. Oops. So we'll say download the zip or clone it. Clone the repo repository to a separate directory. Okay. Right? And so we can do that. Don't need that one open anymore. Let's go source. I probably already have it. No, I don't. Okay. Nice. Oh, good deal. LDTK importer. Oh, that's fair. I wasn't checking for errors, so it just kind of worked anyways. But let's just double check that that works. Good deal. LDTK importer. Cool. It works. Right? Copy the maybe just ls add-ons. Yeah. Okay, folder to your projects add-ons folder. Creating it if it doesn't exist. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like really big into education, I guess. Like I know when I was learning a lot of like just programming stuff in general, I grew up all I had was books, and the books were really bad, and they get outdated pretty quickly. And it just would have been great, especially as a kid, to have like free resources. So I'm trying to do something around that also. And I gotta figure out how to monetize it in some way. Obviously there's ad revenue, but I don't want to necessarily charge my customers, at least not for everything. I want most of the important information to be free. But I also want to make sure that I can support myself doing this. So it's another thing I need to figure out how to do. Also, let me my calendar real quick. Okay. Time did I decide to do lunch? I decided to do lunch at 11:30. Although I could do that, I can move that a little bit later. I do lunch at 12. And I could work a little bit longer, and then I'll come back after lunch. Yeah, it's a tough balance. It is a tough balance. Like, I want to be fair to people. Because I especially, like, again, I want to make sure that people have resources that they can use. Because I know, you know what I mean? And I know, like, people will steal things also. And it's like, I don't want to have to deal with, like, DRM, stuff like that, and, like, trying to fight people. I'm just, like, a small person, right? I'd rather just give you everything. And then if you like it, you can pay me. So I'll do some donation stuff too, like people can pay what they can afford. I'm sure it's not going to be a ton, but I have to answer this message real quick. All right. But yeah, not super into making videos, but I think it's a good way to start. Also, another reason why I wanted to make videos is because a lot of my friends are like, oh yeah, like, oh cool, you're making your own games, awesome, I want to help, how can I help? And I'm like, yeah, just learn, and I'm like, I'll teach you. And like so many people, like I'll start teaching them and they'll just like flake off, So I'm like, all right, instead of me repeating myself a million times, I'm just going to do it once. I'm going to record it. I'm going to upload it. And then when someone says, hey, I want to help you, I'll be like, okay, cool. Look at these. And if they do it, that's fine. It doesn't waste any more of my time, whether they do it or not. Like I can just let them independently do their thing. So it's like, all benefits all around. I think it's a really good idea. But like I said, I need to work out the financial aspect of it. The money. Okay. So basically CP minus R, add-ons, LDTK importer, and then that'll go into my projects code. Oh, well, I'm thinking of rsync. Rsync, it matters if you have that slash there. That's fine. I hate how indenting code blocks gets all funky. That's fine. Now we're gonna go to Godot. So this is me basically doing a dry run. I'm gonna run through all the steps of how to set up the LDTK importer. I'm writing them down, and then I have to like revise, and then I'm basically building the app while building the video script at the same time. So this is like a little bit of like a behind the scenes how I make my stuff. I did do video editing earlier this week, but I didn't stream any of it. I usually don't stream my video editing. I use my other computer, and it's just I don't feel like taking the time to set it up for streaming right now. Like this computer is better set up to do the streaming. So plugins. Whoa. I think if I move it to this screen, yeah, that's funny. I figured out if I move if I move the dialogues when I do select window, it comes up as a single window in Godot. But if I move the window, like if I move this window to my other monitor, let's say, and I move this one back, does that even work? Oh, it's not showing up now. Well, whatever. When I went like this, right? Then it captures just this window. I stream on TikTok, which is a pain in the ass. It sounds like a pain in the ass. I've never actually used TikTok. Stupid computers. Can you actually stream? I guess so. There's probably like an RTMP server that you can maybe connect to from your computer. Or do you have to like stream on your phone? Like I know TikTok, from what I've heard, they really want you to use the app to do everything. Okay. No. Click the checkbox to enable the plugin. They have a desktop client, but it's Windows only. That also sounds very difficult to work with. Okay, so also I kind of don't like how I set a button for this and it looks like it's clicking it, but like the dialog just doesn't show some when I press the hotkey. That's fine. So then now that I did that, let's take a look. So I have my scripts from my Unity project that I did. So I did the exact same thing in Unity. And now we're looking at doing it in Godot. If you want to see what it looks like, I still have the Unity project open here. Let me throw this up on this screen. Play maximized? Yeah. So this is like the basic project that we're building. I mean, the emphasis is just on using the level editor, which is a third-party program, which I also have open here. Throw that up here. I don't know if you've ever used this program, if you know anything about LDTK. Absolutely love this if you do any 2D stuff. it's just a pleasure to use this program. It's just so much fun. This was made by the creator of Dead Cells. He uses this to make the levels for his game. And it's fun. Okay. And I only started learning how to use LDTK like a year ago. And like part of the reason why I started making these videos also is because there weren't really a whole lot of videos about how to use it online, and that was very frustrating trying to learn it. Hello, what's up, Glabcoon? Oh, we got someone chatting in from YouTube. I'll try to read the messages. I just realized I have one of my screens has both chats open, and one of them only has the Twitch chat open. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. So we're working on pulling in our LDTK project into Godot and what that looks like. I'm going to be using a plugin for this. Let me connect this account real quick. Fix this. Oh, does that just work? This might be the first time I've ever seen this thing work. Nice. Oh, this isn't gonna work because I don't have a thing set up for this. I don't know. All this new like authentication stuff, it never works for me. It's always like a big hoopla. Trying to sign into things. Give me one sec. Okay, cool. Throw everything in here though, I guess. Cool. Cool project, but I have to go. Bye. Okay, no problem. Thanks for stopping in, Glabcoon. We're at the very beginning of our whoopsie daisy. At the very beginning of our journey here. So project settings. That's turned on. Now we have to bring in the Godot level. Add the, LDTK level to the project by moving it to project folder. Now, what I'm going to have to do here is go into Git and find where we moved the file, add blank Unity project, move file, and probably here. We want this version of our file. So now I'm going to go that's fine. So we're going to do, how are we going to do this? Git log blank. Oh, that's not going to help us. Git, how do we show the files? List files, is that what it's called? Revision list. No. Git show show files in commit. Git show name only. Okay. That's only going to show me what was changed in that command, right? Yeah. And that's fine. Git log one line. Ah. Well, even that wouldn't, if there's a difference there, it wouldn't show it. But this is probably what we're looking for. Git diff tree. I've never used this command before. Git diff tree. No commit ID, name only. Oh. It's right here. Is that possible? And then just do git checkout. Oops. Oops. Kaka. I might have to do that in the root. No. How come? Alright, well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to GitHub. And that'll be easier to figure it out. Alright, and then we'll go to this. Nope, that's not the right repository. I am back. Welcome back, Glebcoon. I just have to find a file. I should probably go through this Git repository later and make some tags so I can find things easier. Probably help a lot. The other thing I could do is I could make it on a branch. Right? I could make it on a branch. I'm thinking in my brain right now. I could make a branch, like I can rewind time here and make a branch based on this. And then the final one will just bring in the Godot project in here. It might be a little bit easier for people to follow. I'm trying to think what's easier to follow, right? Like if I put the Unity project in It's going to be the same in the end anyway. I think it's fine. I think it's fine to leave it the way I have it. I think it's fine to leave it the way I have it. I'm trying to, so I have this file in my Git history. I'm trying to get an older version of this file out, but for some reason, I can't find it. Okay, so branch isn't going to work. Let's look at, if I click on this, that's commit. How do I browse commit history on GitHub? Oh, commits. There we go. I just click on commits. There we go. Easy. Add to levels. It's literally just there, though. That is where the file is. I don't know why I can't find this. Did I do it backwards? Wait, hold on. Man, git checkout. I did do it backwards. No. No, that's right. The file comes after. Right? That's this one here. Checkout tree-ish path spec. That should be fine. Get log one line. That is definitely it. Treasure hunters. LDTK. Did not match any files known to Git. Oh. My bad. That's why. Okay. Now I'm going to move this to Godot. Treasure hunter LDTK. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what. That's why. Okay, I thought it was one up from where I was. And that's why none of this made any sense. Wait, where'd my file go? Oh, no, 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 no. What? Oh, there it is. Yeah. So move. Yeah. Yeah. Now when I click on this and I look at my import, also, I'm going to move this over here. That's not where I wanted that. Or actually, maybe I should put it down here. Cool. Right, then we're gonna have to figure out how I want to lay out my screen here. That was the default, right? I like it on the bottom right. Oops. That way I don't have to flip between tabs constantly. Right? Select the LDTK file. Let's do this. Create a folder in your project named LDTK. Add the LDTK level to the project. By moving it to the project folder, select the LDTK file. In the, what is this called? File system. In the file system tab. Then, oops, the file system tab. Actually, should be the opposite. The way I phrase it, usually I'll say in the file system tab. So I always tell people like where to direct their attention first in the videos. That's like the style of the video. Right, and select the LDTK file. And actually, right, just like that, baby. Nice. In the import tab, in the import tab, press re-import, I think is all you have to do. Press re-import. And then what happens is the plugin creates a bunch of folders. I don't know why tile sets is empty though. I think something failed here. What happened? So let's go here. Oh, I know what happened. The tile sets aren't here. Of course it's not going to work. It's going to error out. None of these things are here. Assets, treasure hunters, Palm Tree Island. Okay, so we have to do that also here. The only reason any of this is tricky is because I have to pull this all from like an older version of the Git repo. Go! Gosh darn it. What? We'll move this inside the Godot project. We'll just keep it like that. Assets. Add-ons, assets. Yeah, perfect. I have to add that back here. This is where we'll where our LDTK file and generated levels will show up. Before I do that, the real number 7, move the assets folder into the Godot project. Move the assets into the Godot project. Cool. Now, we're gonna have to fix those paths. Right? I probably had to do that here. Actually, let me look at my Unity project. How did I do this in Unity? Oh, I just did it like that. That's fair. That's easier to deal with. Because if I do this, then it can just find everything without me having to change files and stuff. And now if I hit re-import, stuff should show up. Yep. Oh, look at how beautiful and easy that was. Yo, look at that. Look at that. Literally, these these little cracks that we have here, they're in the exact same spots they were in my Unity project. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that again in Godot now. But that's fine. I'll learn something new. Yeah, and this one has a lot of them. Holy cow. That's fine. So let's go back to my instructions on this. Install the plugin. Okay. Import assets or import project, right? It's going to be import Right, move the assets folder in, add the LEDK project, and file system. Oh. Let me make this a better screenshot. Also, yeah, that's not even the right. It shouldn't even look like that. So let's do levels and tile sets. Can I delete these two? Why can't I delete these two? Command backspace. That's fine. Why won't this delete? Oh, I think it keeps trying to re-import the level. Stop trying to outsmart me, you dummy. Godot. Wait, hold on. RM, levels, tile sets. Yeah. Why is it still there? I literally just deleted it. It's like automatically importing it. Why? It's... This plugin's messing with me. What if I move the import file also? That's what it should look like. Thank you. It's this one, right? Yeah. Press re-import. Oh, I made the other one 333. Actually, 333 looks kind of nice. Hold on, I gotta explain something here. Ah. Is that right? No. Oh. Okay. So you have a re-import. So now we're going to hit re-import. Actually, before we do the re-import, my original thing, in my original video, I suggested to split these up into separate files. No. Cool, now it's loading. Now, where was that? Create project. Importing LDTK levels. Okay, cool. So I'll probably be able to just take this directly from the other video and plop it in. That whole footage. If I still have it. But to make things consistent. So we'll go here. I did so much stuff without checking anything in. This is a problem. It's fine. I'll probably do it all over again anyways. Because I have to run it back to make sure that my instructions are right when I'm done. So we can commit. We can make a commit here. Video 20. Godot project with LDTK levels. We'll split that up or redo it later, but at least I have a checkpoint here. Now I'm going to hit, no, now we're going to go here. We're going to go to P, we're going to do super simple export, no, save levels to separate files. Close it, save it. Boom. That can be a separate commit. I don't know yet. Maybe no video. I should probably just Godot. I should do draft. Wait, no, it's a draft commit. Add split LDTK files. I don't really change anything here. It should automatically, yeah. I guess it automatically imports it. Okay, so this instruction re-import. Move the assets. Oh, yeah, I can also just say move the LDTK level project. Oh, add it by moving to the project. Well, that's fine. That's folder, right? Or we'll use the same verbiage. Move the treasure hunters LDTK file into the Godot project. Re-import if necessary. Sometimes the Godot engine usually imports automatically, but sometimes when we make changes to our LDTK files, it may not show up. Necessary, needed. Re-import if needed. Re-import when needed. When needed, manually re-import. When needed, manually re-import. Okay, make sure I put split levels. Okay. That really doesn't change anything here. It still creates automatic levels for us. Move back to Godot. Godot engine should import our level files. Godot engine should import our level files automatically for us. When this happens, the LDTK importer, say import, open Godot, open Godot. Godot engine should import our levels automatically for us. The importer creates a separate scene for each level automatically. But hold on, this version? Ah, poop. This version doesn't have any entities in it. Is that how I did this? That's disgusting. That's totally disgusting. That can't be right. Maybe that is right. Oh no. Add entities. Oh, this is not the right version of the file, that's why. That's why. That makes sense. Also, I need to check my dashboard here real quick. Let me sign in and double check my dashboardy stuff. Pre-rolls are on. We're gonna do a quick ad break. Get up and stretch. Ad breaks for Twitch people, YouTubers. We can chill for a bit, but what we're gonna do is get up, stretch, do all that good stuff, because my shoulders are getting tight here. I'll be right back. we're gonna do a lunch break also in like 40 minutes. So just a heads up, we are gonna do a lunch break in 40 minutes. Let me look at my schedule again. So, all right, I was supposed to start lunch now, but I decided to extend this. All right, and then we'll just do lunch till here. So my lunch will be a little bit later than usual. That's okay. Okay, so I think all I really did was I accidentally pulled the wrong version of the file. So let's take a look through. I forgot I could have just used this to look. It's very silly of me. So this says add blank project, but let's see what actually happened in here. Yeah, no, that actually is a blank project. And the git ignore actually is just git ignore. Add 2 levels. But you know what? I don't know. I think it's actually just missing from my git history. Okay, well, I screwed up my git somehow, but that's fine. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through my video. I'm going to follow my video so I can pull everything into the same state. Just to make sure. Actually, wait, hold on. I don't have to do that, right? Let me go here. What I'm actually going to do... okay. What I'm actually going to do is go into here and then go into my Unity project and my assets, scenes, LDTK. I'm just going to grab the LDTK files. Oh, I see. The shift key's not working because the shift key doesn't work with my mouse. Makes sense. I think that's all we need. So I'm going to grab that, throw that in here. We're going to replace these. I'm going to have to close this. Oh, that one has the colliders though. We don't want that. That's actually not. Okay. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. So I can do one of two things here. We can leave these colliders in, or I can just delete the colliders. I think I'll just delete the colliders. That's fine. And then I gotta delete these meta files. I thought there's a way. Find, delete files. Yeah, versus delete. That's what I want to know. Delete will perform better because it doesn't have to spawn external processes for each and every file, but make sure to call this option after filtering criteria. Cool. So what I'm going to do here, whatever this crap is, these all appear to be LDTK files. I'll make a fix-up commit here. And we're going to try to... Oh, we have conflicts. Ah, I can't do this. Hold on, here's what we're gonna do. Let's delete that. Oh no, here's what we're gonna do. I got it. I'm not going to do this as a fix-up commit. I'm going to squash this into this one, but I have to reorder them to do that. So I'm going to go git rebase interactive. And this fix-up's going to go here. That's going to be a squash commit. Doesn't really matter what that is. That still conflicts? Why is that conflicting? Oh, because git log is conflicting with... Oh, no. I don't know why, actually. Okay, well, you know what? Git reset... git rebase abort. So here's what we're going to do, actually. I'm just going to go... drop this commit, and we're going to, well, for one thing, let's push everything so I don't lose anything. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to, I want to check out this commit. What I actually want to do is rebase. Does this do a rebase, or does this just check out the commit? No, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. So what we're going to do is just manually git log one line, grab my commit, and we're going to go back to here, git rebase interactive on this, and we're just going to edit this. Oh, no, cancel this. The one before this. Yeah. We're going to edit this commit. And then what we're going to do is now we're going to pull those files in like I did before. And we're going to take git log add Godot. Cool. So what I'm going to do is pull these in. I'm going to do the same exact thing I just did. I'm just copying them in Finder, replacing everything. Now when I do git status, we're going to see all this crap comes in. I'm going to rerun my find. Cool. We're going to delete those meta files. Cool. That's cleaning up the Unity garbage that we don't need. I'm going to do git status. All the stuff that I like. All the stuff that I like. Git add. We're just going to, where am I? Git add. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh. This one. Okay. There is a problem with this. The problem is that this one is set up to split the files, which is not what we want to do. Oh, and this one, that's funny. This one also has this thing in there, which we also don't need. Cool. That should be in the state that we want it to be in. Now, I can remove this because we're not making that yet. So also probably why we were getting conflicts. So we have that. We just want to add this one file. And then these. We're just going to git checkout because I accidentally moved it instead of copying it. Cool. Now that's the only difference. So now we're going to do git commit amend. Add Godot project with LDTK files. Chapow. Chapowskis. Git rebase. And let's just double check real quick. Reload from disk. I'm going to hit save here and do a git status. Yeah, okay, things did change. It's showing modify, which means I did have these imported before. So I'm just going to do git commit all amend. Again. Okay, now we're going to git rebase continue. Add split LDTK files. That's fine. I'm guessing both modified this. We're just gonna check this out. I know it's unmerged. Grab the previous one, which is head. I think so. I think I can do git checkout head. This. And now, yeah, now there's no conflicts. So now, what I'm gonna do, now we go in here to LDTK. We're going to close it, make sure we have the right version of the file open. We're going to hit save levels as two separate files, hit save. It's going to spit out the separate files. Git status. Add split files. Edit. Wait, hold on. Wait, I'm confused. I'm on this one right now. Ah, poopy. I don't think I wanted to do this yet. No, changes to be committed. These are here. No, that's where, okay, I'm right. Okay, then git rebase continue. Yes, add split files. Boom. Shazam! Everything looks good. Does it? What the hell's going on? Reload. Current project. My files there are missing for some reason. I don't know why they're not showing up there. Well, whatever, they're there. They just don't show up. Maybe they don't have to show up in here? I thought they were showing up below here before, but maybe not. Maybe I'm cracked out of my mind. Alright, it's time for lunch, you guys. What do I do? Do I keep the stream rolling during my lunch? Or do I go offline and come back in 20 minutes? What do I do? I already ran the pre-roll ad break on Twitch. I'm gonna stay live, but I'll probably be back in like 20 minutes. Doing a lunch break here. We'll be back, fellas.
Game over. Game over. play.
enter.
Okay. Had a slight wardrobe malfunction, or my, yeah, I don't know, something. I got food on my clothes and I had to fix that real quick, but we're back now. So, all right. So this is where we're at. Following this, we've got importing. I mean, we've got levels. I'd say the level import's done. So it's a good time to create a character now. So let's look at character creation. Import character sprites. All right. How do I... Do I remember how to do this in Godot? That's a funny thing. Okay. Create project. Install plugin. So let me see. When I did my videos the first time, let me go to the website. Let me go through courses. Yeah, create project and LDTK to Unity were two different things. So that's fine. Oh, my pre-rolls are on because I took too long. I gotta run another ad. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab a drink. Be back in 2 or 3 minutes. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. Just want to make sure no one gets any interruptions when they come in here. So project and setup are two different things in the other one. So I think I'm going to do the same thing in this one. But let's go here. Import, and then we'll just do, I'm going to do it all in one file, and then we'll split it up. Create character. Right. Now I got to remember how to make a character controller in Godot, which is going to be funny. So how do we do that? Command N. I should know how to do this, but I haven't done it in a while. So, that's our levels. We'll need a playable character. In Godot. Press Command N to do what? I should have made T while I was away. What was I thinking? Okay, so we'll say create root node, other node. I'm trying to think. Character body 2D? Let's see. We can probably use character body 2D here. Why is the bottom part so tiny? Oh, it's not affected by physics. Oh, right. But I'm doing, what do I want? Physics body. I think I want a rigid body 2D. Because I'm doing a side scroller here. So let's take a quick look. Character body 2D versus rigid body. Godot. Character body is ideal for characters that require direct control via code. It is not influenced by physics simulations. Provides methods like move and slide, which facilitate handling collisions and movement with features such as. On the other hand, rigid body 2D is designed for objects that should be affected by physics. If you have an object that needs to bounce off walls, rigid body 2D would be appropriate. When deciding between the two, consider the level of control you need over the object's movement. If you want the character to respond to user input with specific behaviors that might not easily be achievable through physics alone, such as climbing or precise platforming, character body 2D is preferable. So let's go here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at let's open no. I'm gonna look at my other project that I did. Well, actually, what I could do, I can open the old version of Godot. This way I don't have to. Yeah, Foxy Antics. This was a 2D platformer. This way I don't have to upgrade the project. Cool. And let's look at how player moved in here. I think we created our own. It looks like a character. Body 2D, it is. And then in my script, I probably had gravity, right? Okay. Gravity. I mean, this is easy enough to simulate gravity. That's easy enough. And then what do we use here? We use a sprite 2D. How do we animate? Oh, and then we have an animation player. This is what specifically what I don't remember. Because my game, I actually don't have anything animated yet. Which is kind of funny, but is what it is. So when we play this, he's definitely animated. So the question is, how is he animated? And let's look at my animation player. So here we're using a basic state machine. Animation player.play idle. And let's look at how this is set up. Yes. Jeez, it's been a while since I've done this. Oh, here we go. Yeah. And then this thing, I think, sets the default, right? Autoplay on load. Oh, this is the reset animation. Sorry. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use a character character body 2D with a sprite 2D and an animation player. So let's see how this works. Other node. To now what's this called? To create a new scene. All right, new scene. Create a new scene. Select other node. Select other node. Search for character body 2D. Choose character body 2D. Right? Cool. Should make a new scenes folder in here, maybe. Actually, we don't even really have to split them into separate files. Because this importer doesn't require that. So maybe I shouldn't even mention it. I'll put a note here. The importer we are using can work with single files. Splitting into separate files helps us to maintain larger projects. Okay. Choose character body 2D. Add child node. Sprite 2D. Or create a new scene. Press Command N. Trying to think if I should put the keyboard shortcuts first. Create a new scene. Yeah, I think it's fine by pressing. It's shorter to do it the other way, but I think this is good by pressing Command N. That way it gives people options. Add a child node by pressing add child node. Add a child node by pressing Command A. Command and A. Select Sprite 2D. Select Sprite 2D. Click Create. LDTK, assets, treasure hunters, Captain Clownos. Under LDTK assets, treasure hunters, Captain Clownos. Jesus. I wrote that somewhere. Where's the... Oh, inspector's on this side. I like the inspector on this side. Is that right? Where do I normally put the inspector? I think I normally put the inspector below. Oops. No, I could stay over here. Inspector can come down here. Texture. Ooh, is it an animated texture? How do I know? Oh, that's what I do with my inspector. I like that better. So what kind of texture do I put? Texture, material. No, where's the it's got to be on Sprite 2D, right? Resource. Oh no, it's right here. Texture nearest. Sorry. None? Is none an option? Oh, maybe nearest is right. Yeah, nearest is right. But this is really tiny. Mode lossless, generate. I don't think it's in the import section. The question is, why is it so friggin' tiny? And big at the same time. Frame coordinates. It's funny that I don't remember how to do this. Let's just do this real quick. I call it player. What did I call it in the other one? I called him Clown Nose in this one. Okay. He's the right size. I don't have to worry about the size. I just wanted to make sure the size was right. But actually, these textures look a little bit blurry, right? Or am I crazy? Oh, that's funny. This is great, but how do I... You see, like that fixes it, I think? Yeah. But I don't think that's the right way to do it. Because I definitely didn't do that in mine. So let's also... Can I open another instance? Can if I do this. I thought it's M for multiple. Oh, N for new. I'm going to try to look at my project and see what I did to make mine work. Because my levels, I never did that with my levels, right? Or does that mean that these have been blurry the whole time and I never noticed? No, it doesn't change anything. Question is why? Godot tile map. Blurry pixel art. Then disable filter settings. Yes, that's what I'm trying to figure out how to do. Select your texture and go to the import tab and disable the filter settings. How come I didn't see that when I was looking in Godot? Let me go back to here. Inherit. Oh, sorry. I don't have that. Oh, it's texture. Oh, texture atlas maybe? No. filter. Godot 4.4.1. Disable texture filtering. It's just the filter settings, the project settings. Project settings directory, default texture filter. Oh. That might be the better way to do it because we know we're not going to have anything. Huh? But these are all the same options. Bitmap? No. Let me take a look at what I did in mine. So let's look at not the tile set, but I actually don't even know where is it. Probably under assets. This one. It's set as a texture 2D. It's set as lost. These are all the same options I have in the other one. So I did something different. Hmm. Right now you need to navigate through the material to the textures. Rendering textures, default texture filter. Rendering textures? I don't know where that is. Oh, here we go. That's what I did. Okay. So, if I change that here. Nearest. Oh, baby. There we go. Okay. So we're going to have to add this to our setup instructions. That'll go under create project. Set default texture filtering. Since we'll be working with pixel art, or should I create the problem first and then show them how to fix it? That's probably a better idea so that people understand why it's blurry. Probably in this video, because that's where you first imported something, right? Jeez, I'm getting sleepy. What time is it? I have my call at 2 p.m. How did I miss that? Oh. I just screwed that up. That's why. Okay, that's fine. It's 1:30. I'm trying to figure something out here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need a nap before. I have a meeting in 30 minutes. I'm gonna want a nap before that. And I'm gonna work out after the meeting. But let's put instructions on how to do this down here real quick. Fix blurry tiles. Pixel. Crisp pixel art. Projects. Crisp pixel art. And project settings. Project settings. Under general, search for texture. Rendering textures. Default texture filter. Under rendering textures. Rendering textures. Under rendering textures. Canvas textures. Change default texture filter. Filter to nearest. Okay. That fixes all my pixel issues. And let's just see animation player. New idle. Can I just do this? I don't remember how. I don't remember how to use this thing. I thought you just drag a file in. Am I crazy? Frame. That's not a thing. So how do we add a frame? Ah, that's right. You go like this, and then you hit keyframe. Yeah, it's easy when he does it with this because he's got a sprite sheet for it. But this one doesn't have a sprite sheet. This one put it in separate files. So what do I do here? Does it need to be a sprite sheet? Hmm. Godot animation player. Separate images. Oh, he's doing rig animation. That's different. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break because I need a nap. We'll be back. Let me see what time we'll be back. This is today's date. We should be back 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. But if I'm not, then it might be more like 4 p.m. 3:30 to 5. Yeah, that's probably what we'll be on. 3:30 to 5 is what we'll do. Let's see on Twitch if there's somebody that I can raid. Who's this person? We've got Covino, we've got Vash. Covino's probably more. Yeah, Covino's working on, of course, Git stuff. Is this a new Gundam game? Oh, hold on, I want to actually watch this ad. Mecha Break. Oh, she's also BRB mode right now. Okay, so we're gonna go with Covino. We're gonna raid him on Twitch, and I'll be back later. So we'll catch you guys when I get back. Sorry, it's been a bit slow day. I haven't created too many projects in Godot, so like the beginning steps are still a little bit foggy to me. But that's fine. We'll get there. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. I'll be back later today. Peace.